they stand side by side, this is how they look. Amin is 3 years older, but he's giving away 17 centimeters. This is Belgium against Egypt.
Ladies and gentlemen, his next fight is 3 rounds of 5 minutes in the One Championship lightweight division, and it's brought to you by Extra Power Root. Boost your energy. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a striker, standing at 185 centimeters tall, weighing in at 76.5 kilograms, holding a professional MMA record of 3 wins, no losses. Fighting out of Monarchy MMA gym from Belgium, Pan-Asian no-gi champion, Samir Flexible Rapid! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is a boxer, standing at 168 centimeters tall, weighing in at 77.1 kilograms, holding a professional MMA record of 5 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. From Egyptian top team, fighting out of Cairo, Egypt, he is your EFC featherweight champion, Samir the Wolf Amin! And when his battle begins, your referee in charge, Olivier Coste.
Alright guys, watch out for headbutt, low blows, back of the head and spine. As you know, no full stone to the head. Listen my command at all time, defend yourself at all time. Touch glove if you want, back your corner.
That's Meltan. That's Samir Rabat.
Alright, judge.
That's Samir Amin. This fight is brought to you by Extra Power Root. Boost your energy. We've got Peter Davis here helping us out with some judging notes, giving Rich Franklin a little rest. No rest for these two in the cage. Look at that style, that stance from Rabat. The open hands.
You can see that's pretty relaxed as far as the striking capabilities, but if you're going to strike, you got to close those fists. You know, he shoots in there for the takedown, but he looks nice and relaxed on his feet.
Closed him out.
There is a massive size difference between
really
these two, though. Not just in height, but in weight, too.
Rabat has a wide stance, which makes him look slightly shorter than he actually is.
Decent takedown defense, you know, because Rabat's got that height advantage, he can't quite get as low, so the center of gravity is going to be on Amin's favor. He's got to try to move, though. This is a bad place for him to be in. He's got to start moving. He's got to start scrambling. Rabat's a grappling champion, so he does not want to stay here very long.
Into the second minute of this contest. No Malaysians fighting here, but Rabat is well known here and has vociferous support from behind our commentary position. Owner of 2 gyms in Kuala Lumpur.
Amin's trying to get back into guard, but he just can't quite get it because of the long legs of Rabat. He's stuck now in half guard position, and Rabat's gotten him flattened out, just taking body shots.
Nothing you can do about that, is there?
Those aren't really gonna hurt, but they're gonna annoy you, and they're gonna cause you to move. And they're gonna possibly open up something where you can move into a better position and get the advantage.
Olivier Coste will always make sure that they're busy, that there's no staleness in the action. And it hasn't been so far.
This is when Rabat, he just slides nicely into full mount. Now this is a bad spot. Amin's got to try to move, stay chest to chest. You risk getting punched in the face, but at least you don't give up your possible neck to sink in that rear naked choke. Amin, nice little slide out there. He was able to slide out of the mount position and get his possibly back into guard. Maybe he's managed to recover and get back into half guard, where he only has just 1 leg.
Trying to bring him as close in as possible, isn't he? So that there's no distance for Rabat to work.
See, that's what you would think. That's just kind of a natural reaction to hold on to your opponent and try to pull him in close to avoid getting punched in the face. But when you're on the bottom and you're defending, you have to create space so you can get away from your opponent.
Well, there was plenty of distance on the right hand that came down from very high, and it bloodied the nose of Samir Amin.
See, the guy on top wants to limit space. He doesn't want his opponent to get away, so he wants to stay close and apply pressure. The guy on the bottom has to move, and he wants to create space. You can just see the inexperience of Amin being on the ground like this.
If we get to the end of this round and there's a minute and a half left, we'll go to Peter Davis and get his thoughts about who's on top. It's Rabat who's literally on top at the moment in the black shorts. Upper position, and he's consolidating with some decent punches to the side of the body, one or two heavy blows to the head, bringing in some forearm from time to time as well.
Rabat stepped over into mount now, and this is a bad position for Amin to be in. If Rabat can just unleash a flurry of strikes, he's got about a minute to do work here.
Plenty of time then. The hammer blows come in, the left hand.
Amin's tough though, he's moving, he's trying to scramble, he's not giving up easily. Rabat of this particular round.
He's just been given no room to work the Egyptian at all, has he?
And it's demoralizing, Steve, when you can't, generate any offense, but he's back up to his feet. What can he do with 22 seconds now?
Looks like he will see the round out, the Egyptian. I don't want to speak too soon, but it'll give him some respite, a chance to think about things, maybe come back with a slightly different set of tactics.
Samir could just put a punctuation on this round if he just gets a big takedown here. And we will see a second.
Well,
pretty good first round for Samir Rabat. Let's take a look at some of the action. We're gonna move right in. Let's go to Peter Davis and see how he has the second.
Well,
pretty good first round for Samir Rabat. Let's
good ground control. He had a good takedown. And once the fight was on the ground, it was pretty much totally controlled by. But then Samir played the game and reversed the position back into his favor.
If the fight was stopped here, how would you have it?
Well, Samir's obviously, he's done the takedown, he's got caused damage on the ground, and it's definitely going to Samir if it had to stop now.
Here, how would you have it?
Well, Samir's obviously, he's done the takedown, he's got caused damage on the ground, and it's definitely going to Samir if it had to stop now.
Peter Davis, one championship fighter, and he's been involved in some real entertaining brawls, I must say. Be great to see Peter in the cage once again. We might get his thoughts on that in the coming moments.
Don't forget.
For now, we're absorbed by this fight between Samir Rabat and Sami Amin.
All right, fighters ready? Ready?
Remember when we look at that graphic about the judging criteria, it's the criteria near the top that carry the most weight. So any color that you see there.
Majority of that round on the ground.
Tried it again, and he's going to get caught up, I think, is he? Battling to try and stay on his feet, but Rabat's got to grips with him.
Those kicks are incredibly entertaining and the crowd loves it, but you put yourself at such risk to, not only get taken down, but just enable your opponent to clinch up with you when you're spinning around like that.
And you can sometimes catch your opponent by surprise, same with the spinning back fist, but quite often you just expose yourself. Rabat trying to get this one to the ground where he had so much success in the first 5 minutes. Don't forget, these fights are scored not round by round, but we judge the entire contest in its entirety. That's how Peter Davis will be judging this one, and so too the judges at cage side.
See, Rabat had double underhooks where he had both arms on the inside of Amin's body, and it's just really hard to have any sort of defense in that particular position. And now he's kind of possibly got an arm triangle here. If he can jump over to that one side, he's going to sink this in pretty, and that is an interesting defense, and he just sunk it in right there.
He was looking for any way he could to get out of this. He gave it 1 or 2 tries to wriggle out, to try and free his arm, to try and get some leverage. But it was too much. He couldn't hold on for any longer, and the tap came. And Peter, let's just get your thoughts on that finish.
Well, you know, that was a fantastic submission, and he was working for submission there, took the fight back down to the ground where he was comfortable and had, worked his game to a T.
And look at the emotion.
He's getting all emotional there.
You know a lot about his gym and about the man himself.
I train there, I train with him, and when he gets you on the ground, it's pretty hard to wriggle out, I'll say that. And he sunk in the arm triangle, he skipped across as he should have done, got the submission. Fantastic, perfect job.
There's plenty of fans behind us who are on their feet and clapping and jumping up and down.
Samir's going to have a lot of fans here tonight, and that's 2 wins for Monarchy Gym here so far. Angalan, Tane, and Samir.
Hope we're invited to the party. That sounds like it could be a good one.
Of course.
Mitch has gone in the cage, so we'll see if we can perhaps get an interview with Samir Mrabat, who improves his record to an unbeaten 4-0. The Belgian fighter who's made Kuala Lumpur his home. For the official decision, here's Anthony Suntai.
Ladies and gentlemen, to present the medal for this fight, we have Yang Mulatenku Shamsul Bari, chairman of Power Root. Ladies and gentlemen, referee Olivier Coste calls a hold to this bout at 1:31 seconds of round number 2 for your winner by submission via head and arm choke from the blue corner, Samir Mrabat.
A 4-0 fighter then now, Samir Mrabat. Second fight in one championship. And you can see how pleased some of his fans here are at cage side.
I'm here with your winner, Samir Mrabat. We know you're from Belgium, but how does it feel to get the win here in your adopted home of KL, Malaysia?
I'm blown away by the support that I get from this new family that I made here in Malaysia. It really humbles me. I want to thank Kush Kazmi, who got me up to here. I want to thank all my team, Mariana, the whole Monarchy team, the whole people who supported me for me to come back in the cage, and I'm overwhelmed. I don't have words. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Let's take a look up here at the big screen and talk us through some of your work. Once you got the mount position, it was almost the beginning of the end. What was going through your mind at this point?
I do this every day at the gym. Arm triangle choke. I don't know how you call this. I've got Bravo choke. So these are my 2 favorite moves, actually. So I knew that I can only go tighter and tighter and tighter. No matter what defense he has, he's going to tap.
Excellent work. Well, what's next for you here at One Championship?
Well, there's a new weight divisions. Now I have no idea who's in my weight division now because everything is different. I'm going to go down to lightweight. Yeah, lightweight.
Yep.
Well, there's a new weight divisions. Now I have no idea who's in my weight division now because everything is different. I'm going to go down to lightweight. Yeah, lightweight. And I want to have the chance to be in the top 10, top 5. So KL, Malaysia, this is my town. I've been living here. I love this town, love this country. I want to fight on every card in KL as much as I can, 2 times, 3 times a year, especially with the new rules with no weight cutting. It's easier for athletes to compete multiple times a year. So I'm grateful. I want to thank Matt Hume for giving me another chance to compete. Victor Cree for rising the MMA in Asia. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
KL Malaysia, your winner, Samir Mrabat.
Samir Mrabat loves this town, loves to perform in front of Malaysian people, and he will continue to tutor them in his 2 gyms around town. We're coming back. One Championship, Clash of Heroes.